Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm Felicia, and I have for the past like 2 weeks I think been hearing Baby Boy, Honeybee, Gotta Love the Way You Look at Me on Instagram, and I gave in. I made a reel with it with Winston. Check out my Instagram at Felicia. Freaking almost cried making that reel. It was so freaking cute. And if you don't know, that is a song apparently by Olivia Rodrigo, who I have never listened to, which is kind of insane because I feel like I am in the demographic of people who would listen to her. So I thought, because she has this new album that I'm assuming recently came out, that I would listen through her 3 albums I think she has and give them a review. Just like a little Olivia Rodrigo moment. My only experience with Olivia Rodrigo, besides the honeybee sound, is the crumble cookie that she had. She was on tour in New York and they had like this big pop-up in Herald Square, and then at Crumble they sold the cookie. I think that was the Guts tour maybe? I'm not really sure. But I had that cookie and that cookie was delicious, loved it. So now we're going to see what we think of her music. I feel again like I am the demographic, so I think I'm going to love it, but who knows? Okay.
Let's see. How do you...
Olivia Rodrigo? She has 70 million monthly listeners. Okay, so she has 3 albums: Sour, Guts, and then the new one, You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love. We're gonna start with Sour. Iconic album cover. So I will recap each album once I'm done. I have to drive for like 20 minutes, so we're gonna start with this. Let's go.
It's brutal out here.
I finished listening to Sour yesterday when I was driving. I'm so freaking sad. Okay, that was horrible. I finished listening to Sour yesterday. I did recognize some of the like bridges or chorus lines. I've definitely heard them on like reels and stuff. And I do remember that I've heard about the drama, because you could tell this album was definitely a heartbreak album through and through, except the last song, Hope You're Okay, which I definitely loved. But I would say it was very sad, and you feel so like bad for her. It seems like a very emotional album. I did have to Google like the situation that people presume that it's about, because I didn't really know all the tea. So now I know a little bit of it, but it feels like something I have heard of before. So I think the album was very good. It was definitely giving like a certain feeling. So I think if I were younger and experiencing those things, this album would have hit hard. But I definitely think the last song was one of my favorites. And I think the rest are kind of like all similar to me. So I don't think I have any standouts really, but none of the songs were bad, I will say that. So good start. Now I am on my way to pick up my cousins, and on the way there I'm gonna listen to Guts. So 1 album down, 2 to go. So far so good. Also great singer. Interesting to see what the next album will be about. So let's go drive and listen to some more Olivia Rodrigo. I'm back, y'all. It's been a few days. I finished listening to Guts. I then realized that she had the Guts Spilled album, which therefore had a few extra songs, so I listened to that. I will say this album does still feel very similar to the first album for me. It's very young, angsty girlcore. Like teenage me would have related so hard. So still kind of the same vibe. I think now I have more standout songs and a few songs that like aren't really for me. So let's see. I feel like Making the Bed, Logical, Pretty Isn't Pretty. Those are the songs that I'm like remembering that I really liked. And I thought So American is obviously cute. Then like Bad Idea, right? Not really for me. Getting Back, I feel like is a catchy song, but is not really for me either. So there were a few songs that I really liked. I think Logical, Making the Bed, Pretty Isn't Pretty are the ones that I remember really liking. So now I'm finally on to the album that matters the freaking most, the one that just came out, where I've seen people say that like there are no skips on this album. Every song is amazing. I've literally, like I said at the beginning, only heard the, how does it even go? Baby boy, honeybee, I love the way that you look at me, or God, I love the way that you look at me. So I'm very intrigued, and if I'm not mistaken, the song So American is about the guy who she was in a relationship with, and I think now is no longer in a relationship with, and that's kind of what the album is about, because it's called You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love, which is such a great title for an album, by the way. Also, I've seen lots of people recreate this album picture, so maybe we'll have to find a swing and recreate that for the thumbnail or something. But I'm on my way to walk to work, and I'm gonna get started on this album. I am ready for this album to slap. I have high hopes. No focus. I'm back. It's late at night, I showered, but I finished You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love. It is definitely her sweetest album. It is definitely like primarily love songs, it feels like, with some and then some not so love songs, but that still obviously revolve around love. And I honestly, I understand why people say there's no skips. I don't think I have any ones that on like first impression I didn't like, but I mean, what did what was my favorite? I mean, I feel like they all were pretty cute. You Plus Me equals Heart, My Way, Purple was cute, The Cure, Maggots for Brains, even though I hate that name, Honeybees. They were all kind of, I don't think I have like a favorite on first listen. They were all very cute, but I'm very happy for listening through all of this stuff, because I will say I have been sleeping on Olivia Rodrigo, and I'm happy that I finally got my ish together and started listening to her, because all of these albums were great, and I will definitely be re-listening to lots of these songs, if not all of these songs. So if you haven't listened to the recent Olivia Rodrigo album, I'd recommend listening to it. And if you haven't listened to her old stuff, listen to that too. Honestly, I should probably check out her social media and stuff. She seems, based off the music, that she'd be a fun person, but what do I know? So it'd be kind of cool to check out like other stuff she does. And her crumble cookie, if it ever comes back, was delicious. My one Olivia Rodrigo experience, but oh, and I'm like, what song? I know, but that's so cute. Oh, so many good songs. Okay, I can't pick, but yeah. So this album, honestly, I get it. This is probably, I would say, the best for me personally of the three. But they're all great, and she's a great singer, and I love the honesty of her music, so I definitely recommend. But thank you for watching this video. It was a bit different, trying something new here. Please let me know what y'all think, but if you enjoyed it, please like, comment down below, and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I will see y'all in the next video. Have a good day. Peace.